Alright guys, today we are checking out of our Airbnb, the rice field hut. If you guys saw that video, I'll link it right above. And we're checking into a new Airbnb just about 10 minutes down the road right here in Ubud. So we checked into our Airbnb about an hour ago, or 30 minutes ago actually, but we haven't eaten anything all day, so we've stopped off just at a local restaurant really just off the side of the road. These are really common. You just kind of pull up, you pick out what you want, you show what you want to eat, and she gives you a price overall. Mine cost $15K for the entire plate here, and I got noodles, rice, vegetables, and chicken, and then I got some kind of fruit tea. I'm not sure what kind that is. I've never had it before. But yeah, it's really affordable, local eats here. And we're gonna go ahead and finish off our lunch here and then give you guys a full tour on the tiny house. So I just realized that that entire plate of food only cost basically $1 US. So I got some takeaway because I know in about an hour or two I'm gonna be hungry again. Alright guys, so I'm standing right below our Airbnb for the next 24 hours basically. We have checked out of our rice paddy hut. If you guys haven't seen that video, I will link it right above. So first of all, getting into this Airbnb and finding it was a bit difficult. It's basically situated right next to a river here, and the roads are just so tiny, and Google Maps doesn't do a very good job of pointing you the way here. So yeah, you kind of have to like find your own way around here because of the tiny streets and all. So first things first is the entranceway. The staircase is pretty tall, so there's a reason it's called the tiny tall house. So coming up to the entrance, the Airbnb is actually right up here. It's right on the corner, and it's basically built on stilts. So yeah, this is a pretty steep hike coming up the stairs. That's really the only thing holding it up in the air, and that's really all there is. Now as we keep on going up, it's only one story up basically. It's got this cool little bridge which connects the house to the main part of the hill. Entering the Airbnb, this is I guess the main living room area. Chair here, and off to the right we have a lot of storage. They've done a really good job with maximizing the amount of storage in this tiny square footage. You have a working desk, which is really nice. I really appreciate that. Nice chair, and they've got this nice view out the window as you're working. They've got plenty of fans. That's one thing this place is not missing. We've got lots of hanging space for our masks here, as well as our keys. Really loving the small little touches that they put into this. Now to the left is the router. So we've got our internet in this place. One thing we didn't have at the Rice Terrace hut is a Wi-Fi, so super nice, and it's very fast as well. To our left is the bathroom here. Let's go ahead and check this out. They've designed it really well. It's an open air shower. You've got a toilet here to the left. Shower curtains that go all the way around because, as you guys can see, the water pretty much just drains through. And then we've got our sink here on the right side, as well as another fan. Like I said, this place is not missing any fans. I got plenty of them, as well as some towels and more storage right back here for hanging space and more towels. Now up top we have our bedroom, so let's go ahead and up there now. Really cool, simple steps, but that's really about it. I'm really not gonna have that much room here to show you guys the bed. I think this is like maybe a queen size bed, and got the window right back here to open up, and it's completely covered with mosquito netting because one thing I didn't mention is that this Airbnb is pretty much exposed to the outside elements. So you got the air coming through, got bugs coming in. It's just one thing you have to live with, and lots of fans, no air conditioning for that exact reason. So really not complaining. I love the aesthetic of this place. You can really tell that it's a high quality build. It's not cheap. It's been built really well, and I would hope so, being that it's situated right on the cliff here, overlooking the river. So really liking this place just off first impressions, and the bed's really comfortable as well. So let's go ahead and continue the tour, head back downstairs. Wow, it is very tight here. Wow. Whew. It's about as much room as you have coming down. All right, so let's head outside here, give you guys a quick tour. So off to the right, we've got basically another bed. This is a sofa bed, but it's outside, so you might get bitten by mosquitoes if you sleep out here. But it's got a very beautiful view of the road down below, as well as the forest and the jungles. Now, one thing that this place has that the other Airbnb on the rice field was missing is a kitchen. So we've got a hot plate here for cooking. We have a fridge. The other Airbnb did not have that. We've got a water canister because you cannot drink the water in Bali. And we've got basically everything else we need. Cups, forks, knives, everything else. I just figured out that all these doors open. So basically, we can open up the entire thing. And then these doors can open up too. And then, this is so cool. And then you can have basically this whole center area opened and have a nice breeze just blowing through the entire house. Well, this is probably gonna be my most favorite spot here at the tiny house. So, first impressions, really love this place. I wish we were staying here a little bit longer than we are, because we're only staying here until tomorrow, and then we're moving to another place. I feel like we're just hopping from one place to another, and yeah, I mean, this is the life of traveling for 2 weeks. But I really wanted to take a moment to compare this tiny house to the rice paddy hut that we stayed at yesterday. There's definitely a few key differences, and one thing I didn't mention was the price of the rice field hut was about $46 a night. This place is, I believe, $40 a night, so they're roughly about the same price, just in different locations. You get a little bit different atmosphere than you do at the rice paddy fields. At the rice paddy hut, we didn't have Wi-Fi, there was no refrigerator, no kitchen. Basically, it was just a bed, a bathroom, really nice bathroom actually. We had an amazing time. Had a beautiful hot tub that overlooked the most amazing rice paddy field ever, and I can only imagine what it's gonna look like when the rice paddies are at their peak season. So unfortunately we didn't get to witness that, but it's okay. It was still a beautiful place, really peaceful, quiet. Going to sleep at night, one of the nights it was just pouring down rain, so you basically just fell asleep to the sound of rain and the frogs and the birds. It was just an amazing time. Now, this place was a little harder to find actually. You would think that the other place was really hard to find, but truth be told, this place is a lot more difficult. It's located in a really local area of Ubud, a little bit north, I believe, and the little alleyways are just crazy. We got lost like 2 times, but luckily we did end up finding the place. Google Maps did not do this place any justice. And yeah, so once we eventually defined the place, got a bit of a walk up the staircase. That's really no big deal. You have an amazing kitchen here, which is a huge plus. You can cook if you want to. They have a refrigerator. It's a small fridge, but really it's better than nothing. So that's all we really need, is just to stock it full of beers, basically. Really fast Wi-Fi. I tested the Wi-Fi speeds. It was like 40 download and like 30 upload, so really good speeds here, especially for Ubud. Really surprising about that. And one thing I wanted to ask you guys, would you guys consider this place to be a tiny house? Because this is my first experience in a tiny house, and to be honest, I expected it to be a lot smaller, and I expected it to be a little bit more claustrophobic, but I think maybe it's just because they designed this place so well, and with it being so functional, that it really doesn't feel so small. I mean, if I really think about it, it's maybe the size of 2 cars, the length of 2 cars basically. So it's pretty good size, I imagine. And I think maybe because the bed is elevated, so it doesn't take as much room, and maybe just because of the height of the actual tiny house, that maybe I feel that this place is a lot bigger than it is. So let me know, would you guys consider it a tiny house? What are the specifications for it to be considered a tiny house? Because I feel like somebody could literally sleep right here if they wanted to, although they would get bitten by mosquitoes at night, probably. But yeah, literally somebody could sleep out here and somebody can sleep in the bedroom. So really you could fit maybe like 4 people here if you really wanted to. So it's gonna be an interesting experience sleeping here tonight. And yeah, really quiet out here as well. I mean, you can hear some motorbikes, but so far though, just really positive things. Nothing really negative about this place. If there really is anything negative, I mean, I really can't think of anything negative about this place, to be honest. Yeah. So if you guys do want to book this place, I will have a referral link down below. If you guys do click on the referral link, it really helps me out to continue making videos like this for you guys. So if you guys aren't signed up on Airbnb, you can click the link below and you get, I believe, $25 off your first booking, which is a big plus. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, comment down below any questions you guys might have, any video suggestions, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.